the poor estate. We transferred it from Alma. They were big in the oil industry, and they had a big mid-century mansion in Alma that they sold before they called us. So they asked us to haul it all here and have a sale off-site. So here we are. Steve, Courtney, Beth, Laura, Natasha, Amanda.
Here, Amanda.
Oliver and Lotus. Sharon.
I didn't think I'd be all by myself, but I was hoping I would be. So I'm just taking all of these goodies. Hand comb. This is something with no sold comps, no items listed. I bought it and just put my own price on it. Brand new Chanel, $8. Oof. I do buy the Chanel and it was a bad buy. So I do buy both bags of these lipsticks. Most of them are used, but I know you guys are going to be like, I wonder why or who buys this. I don't know, but used lipstick will sell on Mercari if you lot them together. This is something I just learned. I learned this from one of my subscribers in my Bolo group. If you guys aren't a part of that group, definitely check it out. Even if it's only for a month, we have a lot of fun on my Facebook and in my Patreon. There's so much stuff on this table. Right now I'm just trying to scan and grab and remember what I wanted to purchase. I know I wanted this toe stretcher. Ugh. Let's see what else they have before I just stick with one table. I don't think there was anything on these tables. I zoomed in and studied these pictures on estatesales.net for 2 weeks before the sale started. So these aren't the floss that I was hoping they would be. I wanted the gentle gum care, but I could still sell all of these for between $15 and $18 a piece. All of these hot rollers were priced between $18 and $30, which were just too much for me to purchase to make a profit on. Sorry. I missed a lot in this box the first time around, but I do come back and I'll show you guys what else I end up picking up and what actually has already sold for me. So I grabbed this bag of hairbrushes because of this comb right here. I just assumed it was goody, but it actually isn't. It's a fuller brush. And based off of other solds, I priced mine at $25 or best offer. Now I pass up on these brushes, but I will come back for them. So sometimes I talk about how I hate recording because I see stuff that I miss on, but this was one of the times that recording kind of saved me. I learned something new every weekend garage sailing and going to estate sales because I put in the time to look things up And if I see something in my video that I didn't pick up and it kind of catches my eye in my video, I will look it up after I am already at home. And this weekend I got an education on Fuller Brush Company. I don't pick up any of these bags of soaps. They're all travel size and none of the brands are worth too much money, so I go ahead and leave those behind. I'm pretty sure this sale started on a Thursday and today is full price. Friday is half off and then Saturday is 90% off. On Friday, half of the day, I believe it's the last 2 hours, is 75% off day. Now this NARS will sell for $35, but I think I'm going to end up keeping it. I really like this blush color.
They're going to do the slips up there, but we got some it's behind the table. Okay. Thank you.
So I head over to the stationery area. They had a ton of pens and pencils. This lady right here is going through all of it. They were really big box lots, and I think she ended up getting all the good stuff. I could have went over there, stood super close to her, and went through all the stuff next to her, but that's just not my style. I don't like when people do that to me. I kind of wait right here to see what she picks up, and she gets the good stuff. So I go look at the perfumes, and just like I thought, they're super overpriced. I hate to say that they're overpriced, but they're priced at mostly retail value. Now this is the same company that I went to the huge cologne estate sale back in September and made thousands off of the cologne when I bought it 90% off day. So I knew they would know what they have. Now these Redken glass, I'm gonna sell these for $100 a piece. I put them down really quick because I know I could leave those, come back and get them half off, but I end up picking them up. It's not worth the risk for me. Okay, going back through everything, I already went through that, but I found this lipstick. This Revlon is discontinued, sells for $28. I'm gonna pay $4. I could wait until tomorrow and get it half off, but I'm just gonna get everything today. And then this is also discontinued. It's only $1, but I couldn't find any sold. I'm still gonna get it. And then this is $4. I can sell it for around $30, so I'm gonna pick this up as well. And I have no idea what my total is. I grabbed some Dixie cups too that I did not show you guys. And they're super cool. They're like really retro. So I grabbed those too. I did not want to spend the time to go through these toothbrushes, but you guys, look toothbrushes up. I have sold vintage toothbrushes for between $18 and $30, even if they're not vintage, just discontinued toothbrushes in general. At this point, I knew I had a really good haul and absolutely nobody was at home, so I kind of just wanted to go home, spread everything out, see what I had, and start listing any fast sellers. But at the same time, these tables were so packed, I was so afraid to miss out on something. So it's almost like I did not want to leave this sale. I just kept going through things that I had already went through. So these have a very slow sell-through rate, but they're only $1 a piece, and I'll probably get around $9 to $10 for them. They take up very little room, so these are items that I will pick up that have slow sell-through rates. This next item has about a 50% sell-through rate. I picked it up because these are very popular during camping season, so keep an eye out for those. This mirror, I will probably list that for around $50. My girlfriend sent me a reel on this leather CPR. It looked amazing. I got it on Amazon. It was $28. I almost bought it the day before this sale, and then I found some at the sale. So that was a great pickup for myself.
I looked at them and I didn't
This is the only one. So I do look these up. They sell for $20, but I didn't want to pay $4. What kind of I think I looked at all of this stuff in the... I almost did not pick these up, and I'm so glad that I did. I didn't look them up at the time. I just figured if most of these were dried up or empty, they had some really cool artwork on the little cardboard pieces. I'm not a very artistic person, but I could make something really cool out of them and frame it. So I did buy all of these, and these are going to be some really good money makers once I get them listed. There also ended up being a few minis in here, and I have about $80 worth of minis listed right now. So this is a project for this weekend to get all of these samples listed. So I think I am done for the day, but I realized when I get home, I missed out on over $100 in hairbrushes, and I come back. I've been selling products like this for about 4 years now, and I have never heard of Fuller Brush Company until today.
186.
Tony Permanent. I remember getting Tony Permanents when I was young.
I know
they
there's
smell.
I know, even some of these rollers, the hot roller sets.
Oh, I remember those came out when I got a set. Oh, those?
Okay. I like these blue ones. Oh, right, they get so hot. I bet you these...
These are the original. These are...
These two sold overnight, and I still have another listed for $30. Since mine are not in the box, I'm going to ask around $20 plus shipping for them. I know that I could make some good money off of these, but I feel like the prices are just a little bit too high for the profit margins that I like to have. So I leave these behind, and I'm just hoping they'll be back when I come back in a couple of days. but majority of this stuff is also by the Fuller Brush Company. Spring Star Moth Alarm? I'll have to look that up. A moth alarm. So I end up spending another $29 right here. This toilet bowl cleaner is so mid-century modern between the shape and it's made in West Germany. I picked it up. I have no clue what I can sell it for. This is 90% off day. There's probably only 11 of us in line. Thank you. I head straight for the perfumes. I'm hoping there will be a few left, but yesterday was 75% off day and I totally missed the sale. I kind of glanced, there's nothing left that is like a big ticket item. So I head straight over to where the tables were on the first day that were full of the items that I like to sell, and I noticed the table is gone and there's not too much stuff left. It takes me a few minutes to realize they've actually moved the tables around. This set only ends up being $3 today, so I go ahead and pick this one up. I picked this up solely because of the graphics and because it's so cheap. I'm not too sure what I can sell that for, but I have it listed for $20. And my patience paid off waiting on these. I will make a very large profit. At this point, I'm assuming all the other items like this have sold because they were all together right here. But when I turn around, I spot them all over here. So again, these are going to be a really good pickup as well. I also end up paying $2.40 for this VCR that I didn't get a very good clip of. It's actually a DVR VCR recording combo. I should be able to get around $50 for it. I think I'm gonna buy all of these. Let's put this one. Yeah, I'm gonna buy all of these. Dior pantyhose have a super low sell-through rate, so for 10 cents a piece, I'm going to buy all of these, lot them together, probably price them around $40 to $50.
Alright, so originally $387 and it is now $38.70.
Hands down, this was my most favorite estate sale of the year. Everything that I purchased at this sale are all the items that I absolutely love to sell on eBay. Now, some of them can be slower sellers. You have to have the right buyer come along looking for your item or really not looking for your item and kind of stumble across it. Once I get everything up for sale, hopefully majority of this stuff will sell in the first 90 days of listing, but some of it might take a little bit longer. This estate sale company usually runs a 90% off day, and I was really shocked at how little amount of people were there. So on day one, they had mentioned in their listing that they were going to allow 30 people in the sale at one time. So I went 2 hours before the sale started. There was somebody there with street numbers, so I put my name on their list. I was number 6 on the list. They ended up letting us all in order because there were less than 30 people in line for this sale. And then even 90% off day, there was probably less than 15 of us in line to get it. Competition wasn't too stiff, which I thought for sure it would be, just because there were some really, really nice vintage women's clothing from like the 50s and 60s. And usually that draws in quite the crowd, but it didn't for this sale for whatever reason. And then I kind of kept telling myself, like, don't rush, because there was absolutely nobody by me. Nobody came to look at the items I was looking at. And then when anybody did, they just kind of glanced and then went to a different table. So I still rushed myself because that's just who I am. I ended up skipping over some items, and then I ended up having to come back that second time on the first day. But I did not know anything about Fuller Brush Company. I've been selling products like this for quite a few years, and I've never come across Fuller Brush Company. So I did not think that those brushes were worth anything, and then they ended up selling for $35 a piece within, I believe it was overnight that they sold for $35. The used lipstick, I am absolutely shocked. I've been selling cosmetics, like I said, this type of thing for quite a while, and I had a subscriber in one of my groups ask me about used lipstick, and I commented back to them that I have no clue. I've never sold used lipstick before, so I know you can sell that type of thing on Mercari, but I don't know what the market is. Never sold any used cosmetics before, so I wasn't sure. And then I believe it was the next day she commented back that she had looked and they are selling on Mercari if you lot them up, if you put them into lots. So ironically, that same day, I went through the 2 bags that I picked up in this video, and there were some used lipsticks in there. I looked them up. They are discontinued. They're highly sought after, and I can sell them on Mercari. So I'll be lotting those up and listing those this weekend. I don't have my daughter running anything on my Mercari right now. She's strictly eBay. So a lot of my used perfumes and that type of thing have not been getting listed. So that's another reason why I might take tomorrow off and kind of reset. So I don't know what I would do if my daughter was not working for me right now. I would be drowning in inventory. So even with her drafting probably about 20 to 25 items a day, I have way too much inventory after garage sailing the last couple of days. She took today off to get some homework done. We're going to go have dinner with my parents. So it's a busy day. So she needed to get some things done. And so I let her have the day off because I'm an amazing mom. And now I'm like drowning in inventory. Everything that I bought today, which was quite a bit, and everything I bought yesterday, plus any of the like stragglers that she hasn't had time to get drafted. So we have about, I'd say 60 to 70 items right now that I need to get listed because they're high ticket items and they're not doing me any good sitting in the basement. So I possibly might take the day off from garage sailing, or I might just call it early. Either way, I will record tomorrow, so no matter what I do, you guys will be able to see that. I'll put that video out at the end of next week, and I promise next week I will be Tuesday, Thursday with my videos. But this is where I'm going to end this because I have so much work to do, but I appreciate every single one of you, and thank you so much for watching, subscribing, liking, commenting. It's helped my channel grow so much in such a short amount of time. Again, I appreciate you guys, and I will see you on my next video next week.